How you doing?
We are extremely well.
As usual.
As always.
All right. So I'm not getting out of this chair until I get the clarity that I'm feeling for.
Security?
Bring Scotty on over because I'm not leaving.
Oh, Scotty is not security.
Oh, okay. My fault.
Scotty is the court jester.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, he's just a jester. All right. So this will just be a continuation from our last conversation. Okay? So I'm in my head like you wouldn't believe, and I'm just tired of it. So
we are also.
Yeah. Totally. So the momentum that's...
So everything that you've been hearing, we're about to demonstrate its opposite effect.
Yeah, which is okay, because I know how to get there.
Yeah.
So how about I'll just start with this then. I'm going to affirm more of things that are momentum going well for me, okay? So...
Oh, you're gonna do a last-ditch effort of cleaning up your vibration before we start?
No.
So
I don't need to change. I don't need to clean up. You want me to just tell you then?
So what we would like to hear from you just briefly before you begin, because we're really not trying to control anything that you say or do here.
No worries.
Because we can't.
Yeah.
But it would be helpful. What do you think your general sense is? Is it one of eagerness? Your general sense in life these days, is it eagerness? Is it confusion? Is it question?
As a wholeness or just this one subject?
It isn't ever fair to try to isolate any point in time. Content. All right, that's good. All right, so we'll hear you.
You agree with that?
Yeah,
thank you.
We do.
All right. So I'll just go into it then. The one subject is it's the relationship situation, and I just want to feel good. I just want to trust that.
Now, we really are happy that you're in the chair. And we want the outcome that you want.
Okay.
And are expecting it, otherwise we would not have called you forward.
Sure.
And it fits nicely with everything that we've been talking about, because it highlights so much that we've been talking about.
Absolutely. It covers it all.
So we just want to lay in here as an underpinning of what's coming next.
Okay.
That when you are living something that feels like a situation,
sure,
we're asking all of you, based upon what you just heard and what you know and what your own life experience has been showing you, is the conversation that you can feel that we are about to have about the details of what's going on, is that conversation going to be conducive to creating a vibrational environment that is going to serve him?
And I'm okay with that.
So what that means is I'm willing and ready, in fact decided, to continue to do the thing that does not work.
I'm going to attempt to speak in a way and feel in a way that I don't dig deeper, but I speak in a way of moving forward.
But if you've already identified that the outcome that you're living isn't satisfying what you believe that you've created, then reacting to the outcome can only negatively impact the point of attraction.
Sure.
In other words, so what's the point of it other than entertainment?
Well, but we don't have to do that, but there's confusion inside of me about justification and doubt and the balance between... That's because
you and almost everybody else you know have been talking about the issue, talking about it, perpetuating
sure.
it, rather than doing what you're wanting to do in order to get what you want.
Sure.
In other words, you just cannot get there from there. You
sure.
cannot get there from there. And so what's required is finding something else to think about. Do you like to buy furniture?
My place is too small for that. I don't need furniture.
But you get our point? What is there anything that you like that is off that topic? Is there anything that you could focus upon that would let that topic rest? Because if you can let that topic rest, it'll peter out. If you can let it rest, it will peter out and it will stop being a player in your point of attraction. But if you keep talking about it, it'll stay alive and it'll keep being a player. It'll stay alive and it'll keep being a player, just like it is. It'll stay alive and it'll keep being a player.
So do
you want it to keep you taking your attention from it and putting your attention upon something else that's easy to feel good about. Do you like to buy furniture?
Nope. I like to surf.
But you get... Do you?
I love to surf.
And so surfing is...
Surfing is freedom. Surfing is complete freedom. Surfing is interesting. Surfing is creative. Surfing is beauty. Surfing is freedom. Surfing is active. Surfing is energy.
Surfing is me.
Only, absolutely.
Surfing is me.
Yeah.
Only me.
Yeah.
Not that other person. Surfing is me, only me, learning my way with the natural elements.
But I know all that stuff.
Because the ocean isn't, well, just hear us. We know you know it. We're not giving this to you so that you'll know it. We're giving it to you so that you'll feel good. Do you go get a massage and say, oh, I've had that before. I've had that before. I've had that before. You can skip that part. They do that every time. You can skip that part. I know that part will feel really, really good, but never mind.
But that's why I was going to start with the baseball stuff, because I was going to tell you how, you know what I mean? These things are flowing. I got momentum in this, blah, 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 blah.
Well, we know that's what you're going to do, and we're happy to talk about the baseball stuff. We want to hear anything that feels good to you, but before you go into the things that feel good to you, we first wanted to remind you that it is helpful to go into the things that feel good to you so that the things that don't feel good to you can peter out. But the things that don't feel good to you will never peter out as long as you're talking about them, as long as you're thinking about them. They won't go away. They will stay active, and they will keep saying, here's where you left me, here's where you left me, here's where you left me, here's where you left me. We know you don't like that, but here's more, here's more, here's more, here's more. And you sort of stubbornly said, Abraham, I'm not getting out of this chair because I want to talk about that. And we know you want to talk about that, but talking about that is not what you want to talk about, because we know you want to get something different than that. And you won't get something different from that when you're talking about that. So you've got to find something else to feel about for a while. For quite a while. Till it's natural. So getting back to the surfing, the reason we wanted to soothe you with this stuff that you already know, because when you find something that you know and you stay focused upon it, you practice the vibrational value of it, and you just shore it up. You just get more momentum, so that next time you're looking over there at that issue, you're looking at it from this place, not from that reactionary place. If we could get your surfer head on, if we could get your surfer energy going, if we could get your baseball head on and your baseball energy going, and then talk about that would still mess all that up right now, because that's got strong momentum going. Did you follow that? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go to sleep. Let it become dormant. And you focus on who you are, and it is our promise to you. That will come back to you in a way that pleases you. But you can't get there from there.
Okay.
So, we want to talk about that surfing stuff just a little bit.
Sure.
Just for a little bit.
Sure.
For this.
I'll stay in the chair all day long and talk about good stuff if you want. How about this?
Wait.
No, never mind.
Wait. So, this is a point that we wanted to make with you, because this is a seed point for you.
Okay.
This is something that, as you find resonance with why you like so much to surf, why it feels so good, is because there are elements out there, the wind, the current, the surf,
feel of the water,
the
flow of the wave when you're riding it,
the consistency of the water, the weight of the water,
the cleanliness of the water,
the physics of the water, is what we're getting at. The beingness of the water,
the power of the water.
So the water does not, in your mind, contain a personality that has the potential to thwart you.
I bring the personality to the water.
So when you're in the water, you don't bring the personality to the water. The water's personality is about the tide, it's about the current, it's about the moon,
Okay.
it's about the weight of the water, it's about the depth of the water, it's about the channels in the sand under the water. It's about all kinds of things that you don't bring to it.
Okay.
What you bring to it, though, is less resistance than you bring to almost anything else. Because you feel free in the water. You've shown yourself how to get what you want within that body of water. The waves are different every time. And yet you know what to do. Your agility, your intuition, your inspiration, that's why you like that, is because it is evidence to you of the way the entire universe works. But you would rarely say that about some woman that you're trying to find co-creation with. Because you say, when you call her unpredictable, like you call the ocean unpredictable, it's an indictment of her while it's an acceptance of the ocean. In other words, you acknowledge that the ocean is what it is, you see. When she has a personality and intentions of her own, you don't appreciate that sometimes when they vary from what you want, while when the sea has intentions of its own that maybe don't dovetail, you're accepting of that. In other words, you get it and you place yourself within it for your optimum experience. You place yourself in the ocean, in the sea, for your optimum experience. And on a day that it isn't optimum, you just do not go there. And that's all we were saying about this issue. This is not the optimum day to go there. You follow? That's the best we've ever said it. So, what is it with you humanoids? We love you so much. That makes you want to hit everything so head on. That makes you just want to wrestle it to the ground and kill it. I'm going to sit in this chair and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. And we say, no, you're not, because there is no bottom. There is no bottom. That all you'll do is practice a vibration that will cause you to come back again and again and again and again and again and again. And we'll just keep having the conversation over and over and over again, because something has to change. There's something fundamental that has to change. Your desire for freedom does not have to be betrayed by a relationship. That's what so many feel. You have this quest for freedom, and yet relationships feel like bondage in many cases. Even a compromise feels like bondage, because you don't know you control everything about everything. You accept it when you surf. You just don't accept it with so many other things, you see. We just want so much to convince you all that there are forces working on your behalf about everything that you desire. And that in your softness, you allow those forces to work what feels like they're magic for you. But in your determination, you hold it off longer.
Sure.
Yeah. So, that was fun. He doesn't look finished, does he?
Do you want me to be finished?
We've said to you everything that we know is of value for you to hear. And we are certain that we've come to a closer place of your understanding than we've ever been before. And we also know that further conversation may walk you further from this understanding rather than closer to it. But we're willing to walk out and in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out and in with any of you if you want to, if you feel like it's necessary.
Well, I mean, just a little bit.
All right.
I don't need to get long-winded.
Yeah.
How about the subject of inside of a relationship, wanting what you want and not feeling guilty about that? And just getting to a place of feeling okay with, hey, that is what I want. Hey, I've acknowledged that is what I want. And in this situation, it would not be afforded.
So don't you...
And that's okay.
Don't you really appreciate any exposure to life that brings you the clarity of what you want?
Love it.
And then isn't once that's determined within you, isn't your singular work just to rest in that clarity? So, of course, what you're saying to us is it okay for me to feel this way? We want to say in the most powerful, loud, resounding way that we can, yes, 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 and nothing other than that will ever be right. In other words, of course you get to want what you want. And of course, what you want will come to you. But